Do you want to get easily promoted? Do you want more raises? Do you want to feel that you can handle any situation at work? If you said yes to even one of these questions, you're in the right place. Hi, I'm Marjorie Saulson. Women in corporate hire me to empower themselves to succeed in their career so that they can achieve what I call the three R's that are the three pillars of corporate success. Number one, respect for your expertise. Number two, recognition for your contributions. And number three, rewards in the form of raises and promotions that you've earned and you deserve. Today, I'm going to share with you strategies for setting boundary about two of the most common ways in which women are disrespected, leading to being passed over for raises and promotions they deserve. I'll also be sharing a career and communication confidence checklist designed to enable you to position yourself for raises and promotions instead of getting passed over by less qualified people. Number one, let's start with interruptions. According to Uncle Google, research shows that women are interrupted by men roughly 33 to 300% more often than men are, and when men talk to other men. Google goes on to say that this phenomenon is widespread, particularly in the workplace and professional environments. Interrupting somebody is not only bad manners, it's a question of both boundaries and respect. The hard truth is that allowing someone to interrupt you is allowing that person to disrespect you. So, what can you do? There you are, presenting your well thought out report, your idea, your response, or your brilliant suggestion. And someone rudely interrupts you in the middle of a sentence or when you pause to take a breath. The goal is to steal everyone's attention and to make you look small. Don't let this person trample over your boundaries. Don't allow your training in good manners to sabotage your response by waiting for the rude person to pause. He won't. And by the time he does, recognition of your brilliance and expertise will be lost. Instead, immediately, and I mean immediately, interrupt this person right back. Hold up your hand in a very firm voice, say, "Stop. I'm not finished speaking," or "I'm still talking." Then immediately start speaking again yourself, saying very firmly, "As I was saying," referring to what you had been saying before you were interrupted. If this rude person tries again, up the power, the firmness, not the volume, of your response. I said stop. You are welcome to share your ideas after I have finished speaking. Then immediately stop speaking again. And if you're very fortunate, someone in the room will tell that person who tried to interrupt you to shut up. Now let's go on to number two, the phenomenon I call idea plagiarism. What's that? It's when you present an idea that somehow falls flat, and then sometimes later someone else, someone I call a credit snitcher, often a guy, presents the same or a very similar idea. And what do you know? Suddenly it's the best thing since Swiss cheese. So what can you do? Claiming to be the first person to present that idea would certainly be an awkward response. Instead, in this situation, you can use a strategy I call using good manners as a weapon. "Oh, John, thank you so much. I am so flattered that you remembered the idea that I had made, whenever it was, this morning or 2 weeks ago or 2 months ago, and brought it up again for consideration in a way that clarified its value." What can the credit snitcher do? What can he possibly say? when you've used words of appreciation with a clever compliment thrown into the mix? Not much. And the real benefit of this approach, without sounding snarky, it reminds everyone in the room whose brilliant idea this was in the first place. Earlier, I asked you a few yes or no questions. Do you want to get easily promoted? Do you want to get raises? It turns out that for every 100 men who get promoted, only 93 white women do, and only 74 women of color do. When I shared that information with a mentor of mine, his reply was that part of the reason is because women don't ask for promotions at the rate that men do. That needs to change. That's why I developed a career and communication confidence checklist entitled Position Yourself to be Heard. Position is a concept I borrowed from sports, where every coach trains team members in various plays depending on what's happening in the game. In football, the lineup shows players changing position at the start of every play. In hockey, the goalie never seems to stop moving, looking for a possible puck coming at him. And it's really obvious in tennis, when the entire game is based on being in the right place at the right time in order to make the right shot, especially when getting ready to return a serve. This checklist is a particular type of game plan designed to give you specific plays necessary to position yourself for raises and promotions in an intentional way. There are multiple plays available, so you are prepared in any situation that comes your way, and so you always feel confident at work. This is especially helpful if you know that there are some strategies you need to apply, but you are struggling with knowing which ones you are already using and which ones are most important for you to adopt in an intentional way so that you can build positive relationships with the right people to support you on your career journey. The real benefit of using these strategies or plays is that it can support you in gaining the strategy and the courage to actually make the ask. And if you're thinking of waiting until later today, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe next month, just remember the wisdom of that great hockey player, Wayne Gretzky. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You can find this game plan at the URL of my website, vibrantvocalpower.com/position. That's vibrantvocalpower.com/position. You have a voice and you have a vision of the future and the career you wish to create. It's time to use your voice in an intentional way. Bottom line, you turn the career you have been dreaming of into your reality.